to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's wearing the navy and black. His official weight of 273.6 pounds. He is undefeated with 2 wins, and one of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from Birchington, Kent, United Kingdom, introducing TempoArts. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the white and pink. His official weight of 241 pounds. He has a record of 4 fights, 1 draw, and 3 losses. The self-proclaimed greatest of all times. The maker of ducks. The king of the heavyweight division. He knows Victoria's Secret. He is the one that can see John Cena. Hailing from Long Beach, California, introducing Chase DeMoor.
Boxers, I am the referee. I spoke to you both in the dressing room. I obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Watch them heads, keep them punches up. And when I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourselves at all times. Touch them up.
Second round, first round.
Here we go with the heavyweights in the building. 4 rounds tonight. I got to say, TempoArts, he looks strong in there. He looks 50% part of the canvas, the type of guy that can just really sit down on his punches. I'm interested to see what Chase DeMoor has for him tonight.
Yeah, 4 3-minute rounds, so, you know, I don't think either guys went 4 rounds. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but the first round, you don't have to go out there and show your opponent everything you're going to do. With heavyweights, it's about setting shots up. Good right hand from Tempo.
Good shot. But Chase is on it.
Good head movement to start, but just the volume from Chase is starting to land a few of these punches. He's got to fight back. Going for the clinch, trying to slow him down. Oh, the ref kind of broke that up a little bit early.
That Chase just sees red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chase's fight style sees red.
Good right hand of the body by Tempo. You see him kind of trying to set up the body shots. Good overhand right from Tempo.
I think what you're saying about this being 4 rounds is we're going to see a bit more importance in the game plan, right, BJ? You know, a bit more importance in not just going out there and blowing it all right at the start of the fight. You know, who's going to be able to implement the game plan, work those body shots, right? Put some water in the basement early, but ooh, big shots coming back from Chase.
Chase has improved a bit. He's improved a bit. Maybe the force is with him.
Yeah, and if I'm Chase DeMoor, I'm going to get that left hand going. I'm going to start taunting and feigning early and establishing my distance away from Tempo. And if I'm Tempo, I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to come downstairs. I'm going to try to set up the overhand right so I can land that, but I'm going to bang the body in the meantime. Head off the center for TempoArts. He cannot stay in the middle.
It's nice to see the big straight shots coming from Chase DeMoor, right? I mean, good crisp fundamentals, as in, you know, just a decent jab and a decent right hand. They'll go a long way with a guy who's as big and as athletic as Chase DeMoor. Huge right hand right across the chin of TempoArts there, but he handles it well, comes right back into the center and eats another jab for it.
That's the key right there. You saw Chase shoot that left jab, and then right after that, he taunted a left jab, and that got Tempo's respect, and he took a step back. He needs to establish that early to make sure he can land his shots.
And BJ, like you were saying, sorry about that, Leon. Go ahead.
Tempo needs to stay off the line. He needs to stay off the line.
Absolutely. I mean, the shots that are landing from Chase are just straight punches, right?
He's walking him right into that right hand, and once he's got him hurt there in the corner, he's really throwing the kitchen sink.
Yeah. Chase needs to stay here. Rough him up. Keep it going. Keep it going. Rough him up. Keep it going. Chin down. Let's go, heavyweights. Let's go.
Both guys caught each other. You see how Chase DeMoor get very straight up and erect, and then you saw Tempo take advantage of that with overhand right. I say Chase is still hurt. He's hurt.
Big right hand over the top. Wow, Chase DeMoor getting a little bit ahead of himself there. He thought he had it.
Tempo needs to go back to jabbing the body now.
He's got to go right now. DeMoor, he's looking hurt. 10 seconds. Wow, incredible round. Arts kind of found his confidence, found his range in that last bit of the first round there.
Yeah, he definitely ran the last quarter of that round.
I saw Chase landing a lot of good shots, early numbers, but I saw, tempos were a little more damaging in the end. DeMoor was visibly hurt when he got hit with those overhand rights, so it'll be interesting to see how this starts.
Good, back to the body. Well done.
It's nice to see a guy like TempoArts, like you're saying, Leon, using the whole target, right?
Yep,
much
up and down
taller
the body.
man, right? That opens up the shots upstairs when he's ripping those low shots.
Exactly. He doesn't want to be here, though. He doesn't want to smother his work. I think he's better in the mid-range, so he should stick to staying in the mid-range.
Oh, big overhand right. And the one thing Leon, Tempo's got to make sure he does is keep his head off the center while he's coming in.
Yeah.
Don't come in on that straight line. Head off the center, touch the body, touch up top when it's open, and that'll make his shots more effective.
Chase DeMoor's demeanor's changed now. Look at him.
Absolutely. It looks like TempoArts, got the respect. Near the end of that round, it was looking like Chase didn't have the respect for him, thought he could just walk through him, and he's certainly not looking like that right now. Might still be trying to shake off the cobwebs of getting hurt at the end of that round, too.
Yep.
Good jab to the body, jab to the chest, and that's exactly what Tempo needs to do. Touch him downstairs. Chase needs to keep it long and use that range and make Tempo really work to get in there and line him up for that straight right hand.
Yeah, I think Chase is gassing out now. I think he blew his load.
And he hasn't really thrown any body shots, too, right? So we're seeing a lot of body work coming from TempoArts and not really any coming back the other way.
Nothing. I think Chase needs to sign up to LeonWills.com. Get that conditioning up, mate.
He's got to get some prime energy in him at the start of these fights.
Need some prime.
Nice left jab by Chase. And you know what, Leon, there's a lot to be said in that first round. I said he threw the kitchen sink. He quite literally did. I mean, a lot of times inexperienced fighters will let it out too early, and he should have conserved a little energy. It looks in round two.
Yep, look at him. He's breathing from his mouth as well.
That's something we say, too, a lot of the times with these more inexperienced guys is when they think they have it, they just go 100%. They lose that composure, right? When you see more experienced guys continue to break down their opponent. They don't just go for it. And, it's definitely a big demeanor change from Chase DeMoor right now. Yep. TempoArts doing well, though. He's stayed consistent, right? And that's a big difference we see is not a huge change in demeanor from TempoArts.
Chase needs to get those long punches going from range. The jab, the right hands, keep it long. Don't get in there and smother himself. Make Tempo continue to work and take shots while he's trying to come in.
And body language is everything. So TempoArts needs to read Chase's body language. Chase doesn't want it now. He doesn't want it no more. So keep working up and down the body. And then next round, look for that big shot over the top.
That being said, though, it might not be a total cardio thing with Chase. He might have just been a little bit hurt still coming into the start of this round, and that can sometimes look the same, right, when they're poker facing. And it could be that he's, maybe even playing a bit possum at the start of this round to get his cardio back, to not, depending on how experienced he is and how much his game plan is going right now, it could be very different, right? He could be trying to rope-a-dope TempoArts right now a little bit because Tempo, he's looking a bit more labored right now as well, and Chase DeMoor is kind of rising back at the end of this second round.
Yep. He got the last half of the round.
I got it. 1-1 going into the third. TempoArts and Chase DeMoor. I got to say, boys, looking around this arena, all I see is people in their seats. It's already getting going. We're only 3 fights into this huge card here on DAZN.
Good left jab by Chase DeMoor a second ago. You see Chase using that measure. Chase using that measure and kind of keeping his range and staying out of range. You see him doing it a little better here in round 3. Good.
Chase needs to look for an uppercut now, either from the lead or the back.
Chase might have got a second win here, Riley.
From Chase DeMoor. That's what I was saying, right? It looked like he might have been taking the second round off intentionally.
Very true.
And one thing I'm going to tell Chase DeMoor, if I'm in his corner, you see kind of Chase continually moving to his left side while he's punching. I'm going to have Chase go to the right side, away from the overhand right at Tempo, and take that punch away from him. That's something that I think Chase will look back on the tape in his corner will realize.
And it looks like TempoArts, he kind of moves his head at the first 2 punches of the combination and then gets a little bit off with it. So you can bring out that initial head movement with feints or with, light punches that aren't actually trying to damage your opponent, but to get that movement out and then throw the next 2 with some power. I think that could be very, very influential here because he's landing and TempoArts, he's definitely slowing down a little bit. Sticking to his game plan well, though.
Chase shot to go southpaw for a moment.
Disrupted him a little bit.
Yep.
But you see Chase continually going to his left side, and that's what I'm talking about. Good shot.
Good shot.
looked like
Oh, wow.
Referee's labeling that one a slip.
push, I think he called it.
Body language at TempoArts not looking fantastic right now. There's Chase DeMoor, like you were saying, BJ, it looks like he's got a second wind right now.
He's had a better round 3. You see Tempo trying to turn it up at the end of the round to steal this round, but I got Chase DeMoor doing the majority of the good action this round. And this is why Misfits Boxing is fun, because Chase DeMoor has improved tenfold since the Alan Belcher fight. He's a lot better, and this is why it's exciting. Good body shot.
You only see improvement like this on DAZN. Make sure to scan the QR code right there or head to DAZN.com to purchase the pay-per-view, because we are just getting started with these prelims. Huge combinations right now from Chase DeMoor.
Yeah, Chase just needs to learn to have a bit more better shot variety.
Punch selection.
Yeah, punch selection is a bit poor. Haven't seen enough punches to the body.
Big shots from Chase DeMoor a second ago. He caught Tempo backing up and caught him off balance. Slid a good left uppercut in there a second ago. And good round 3 for Chase DeMoor.
That's what I'm saying, too. Sometimes, like you're saying, Leon, you know, different punch selection is great. But at this point in a lot of these guys' careers, sometimes just doing the very, very fundamental basics can work pretty well for you. And he's winning this fight right now, to me at least, almost exclusively with just a simple 1-2.
Yep, very true.
Good third round there. I had that one going. Personally, I had that one going to Chase DeMoor. He just seems to have a bit more gas here in landing this slightly more powerful punches, but still a close round from TempoArts. Good body shots from him, still implementing what is clearly his game plan. I just don't know if the body shots are putting enough damage on Chase to be able to affect the gas tank, as obviously that game plan would instill.
That's a good point, Riley. You know, are the body shots taking enough? Are they giving him the points necessary? But, you know, in heavyweight boxing, sometimes it only takes one.
Round 4, close fight. I have it personally 2-1 for DeMoor, but this could very well be decided by this round right here. What do you guys see so far, Jen?
Give it his all and just close out this round. Keep the pressure on him. Don't give him no space.
Put a stamp on this fight.
Yep. He needs to let him shots go over the top now. These overhands.
Yeah, like you're saying, BJ, it's sometimes, you know, you set up that body shot so much, but then you kind of forget what you're setting up.
Stay here, keep him here.
You just got to stay consistent, and you know, Tempo got away from that a little bit in rounds 3 and the beginning of round 4. Like, if you're going to go to the body, you have to continually look for that overhand right. As soon as Chase drops his lead hand, that's when you let the shot go, kind of on top of the temple or on the base of the throat. So he's gotten away from that.
And BJ, you got 2 minutes left in the final round. You think your fighter's down. What are you saying to TempoArts as his corner? What would you be giving him advice?
I'd say to continue to step to the right, cut the ring off on Chase when he moves that way, and continue to shoot the right hand over the top, chop it behind the ear.
I mean, I got to say, those overhands, they're landing when he throws them, right? It's not really knocking him down right now, but they're landing with power behind the ear, so it's not like it's not working. Sure, he'll miss one every once in a while, but Chase doesn't seem to have the intelligence to, like, counter it super effectively. So if I'm him, I'm just swinging those things, right? Getting the energy up and then blasting it, because there's not a ton of damage coming back out. But there it is now.
Spoke too soon, right? I think you heard us from the booth over here.
I swear to God, every time I say something, they're like, psych.
No, but you see Chase continually moving to his left. He's going into the overhand right, and I think that's something that he's going to make. He's going to have to review if he wants to get away from that punch.
Can't capitalize that. Boom, 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 boom.
I swear he heard me.
You know, Chase, you see still him, like, you know, standing too straight up in that corner, shooting straight punches when he should be shooting other punches.
No,
but
he's headhunting too much.
Way too much, but he's asserting himself, and that's it's good to see.
Look how much body TempoArts has. He should capitalize, especially when he's got him against the ropes, up and down the body.
Body language with TempoArts isn't looking great, though, right? It looks like he kind of builds up the energy and throws that right hand, and then
Chase is ahead. He's ahead right now. He's ahead right now in this round.
Need a strong close of the round if you're Tempo to make a case for yourself for a draw, in my opinion. But look, you know, both guys came in, really left it all in the ring. Both guys are out of gas, and that can be a big part to big overhand right
in the overhand. Look, and puts himself in a bad position now. Woo!
Well, it's because he throws that overhand, but then he just kind of leaves for a second, right? He just goes, all right, well, I threw that, and he doesn't get back to the fight right away. But I got to say, Chase DeMoor he's got to really put a stamp on this right now, and he's giving there room for debate. And in a fight like this, you want to take that away from the judges, especially, you never know with judges. So I would love to see him put a stamp on it. He's got about 15 seconds left to do some work here. Because this round right now, I don't have a clear winner of it. TempoArts landing some good body shots.
I think Chase is controlling the range a bit better.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying,
yeah,
you want to leave no doubt.
Boom. Good counter. Hold him here.
Good numbers from Chase right there in the
This is
corner.
a great way to end the round. Great round from both these guys.
I got Chase winning the fight, Riley.
Yes.
3 rounds to 1. That's how I saw it. He did a lot of good work in the last rounds 3 and 4. So that won the fight for me.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Rafael Ramos scores the bout 39-37 to Chase DeMoor. Angel Mendez scores the bout 39-37 to TempoArts. Joel Elizondo scores the bout 39-37. And your winner by split decision, and your new Misfits Heavyweight World Champion,
Not the result that we were expecting. But like I said, that's a lesson for Chase DeMoor. You really got to put a stamp on it. You can never take these rounds for granted.